What's up everybody, Dirtbag Gaming here, the channel for casual raiders. If you guys are clicking on this video, it's because you're either curious about Lydia or you just got Lydia the Death Siren. Now she is everything that everybody's ever said about her. She is all of the hype in the entire game. I literally use her everywhere now. I'm going to show you, this is a how-to gear guide, Lydia the Death Siren. Alright, so this is not going to be a full guide. We're going to do a full guide right after this, but this is mainly going to be what she's going to be good for, where she's going to be good at, and what gear set you're going to be wanting to look for her to put on your guy. Because every time I get a new 60 or a new legendary, I always see what's the best gear sets for that person, where I need them specifically. Where I needed Lydia specifically was the Doom Tower. So it's going to be mainly for endgame / Doom Tower / PvP / dungeons. All right, so let's get into it. First thing, we're going to go over skills like we do with everybody gear guide champions. So first, fully booked out. So this is a champion that if you spent all this time trying to get, you probably have books saved, and you're probably going to want to use them on Lydia. So we used them on Lydia. So first, she has an A1, attacks one enemy, has a 75 up to 100% chance of placing a fear. On the A1, she has a place of a fear, and she also extends poison sensitivity on a champion for one turn. So that is really, really good. Passive effect attacks any enemy that puts up a freeze, stun, fear, or true fear on an ally. So basically, she just shoots somebody in the face whenever a debuff like that goes on your team. So she's pretty good in the PvP. She's good in Doom Tower. Like, she literally is just, she's like the one Doom guy that I got, the Void guy right here. Like, he literally, Inquisitor just shoots him in the face because of his passive, which is hilarious. Go watch that video. But this one, it's kind of similar, where if a debuff is on your team, she then just shoots the enemy person, which then puts up the fear on that person, and if you build her for damage, she then does damage. Now, Murder Inc. has a really good video on her about the damage that she could do. I, again, did not build her for that. I built her mainly for a support / Doom Tower role, where she's just kind of boosting up and speeding up my team. Then we have the A2. A2 is the Draco debuff, which is decreased defense and weaken. Also puts a strengthen, which helps your team out a lot, get hit less on your side, as well as increased speed. So the increased speed is huge for Doom Tower, because the speeds in there are so fast. Like, you need over 220 on everybody, sometimes 230 to even go first. And if there's any Valkyries, you're not going first. So this definitely helps out in Doom Tower. But attacks all enemies, so it's an AoE. Puts this on everybody, which is great, and buffs up your team at the same time. So 3-turn cooldown is kind of why you want it booked up. This happens a lot, so it's really, really good. And then this one, also very, very good for PvP. Puts up a block buff, block cooldown, and poison sensitivity on a person. So if in Doom Tower, I couldn't get past this one stage with Hakim Smash Ruler. There was 1 and 2 of them in a wave. So what I did was I brought stun sets on everybody, but mainly I had this skill, if they weren't stunned, to make sure that they couldn't take off my buffs, because he has that spell where it cleanses everybody on the team, heals them all the way back up for every debuff you have on them, and then puts up the block buffs. So getting past that, you need somebody to stun them, block them, do whatever you need to do. But this skill, perfect for that, because it's on a 3-turn cooldown and it hits very, very, very reliably. It's 100%. Sure. And puts a poison sensitivity if you have it on a boss, which is cool. And then you can extend it with your A1. All right, so that is a 3-turn, and then A1. Then she has a passive. This passive is very unique. Block revives for one turn, and then it's a 7-turn cooldown, which kind of stinks. So it was a 9, booked down to a 7. But anybody who attempts to revive a champion, if this champion is alive, revives all dead allies, which is amazing. So if she's the last one survived, she then revives up everybody, which could be a reser, and then your reser can then revive anybody else later on. Grants an extra turn, which is also huge if there's no dead allies. So if somebody else tries to revive in the team, it blocks that revive, and then she gets the go to then put out more debuffs. If the champion is dead, it revives. The enemy revive is denied, revives the champion. So basically, you still deny the revive, and then she gets rezzed back up. So it's such a unique, cool passive that helps Tormund. He doesn't get revived. Brachus, Skullcrown, like every champion that revives, it stops it. But you have to be careful, because if you have an Arbiter on the team and Tormund will then die, block revive, and then Arbiter revives them because the cooldown's so long. So it doesn't go like back to back. So you kind of want it to like proc at the right time. So if you're going against like a Tormund team, you kind of want to go after Arbiter and then save Tormund later, because Tormund frozen, you could just kill him anyway. But if you have like a Duchess, like if you have somebody like that, like she just won't be able to revive and put up all the crazy buffs, like that's perfect against her. Having one Rezer on the team is perfect, like an Arbiter. Like anytime you go against somebody that has a revive, try and plan it out on when you're going to kill somebody, so that way when it procs the revive, you then stop it, right? Because it is a 7-turn cooldown. And then Aura, great for 100 resistance in Arena. She is my resistance team captain, so she's in front leading the team with 100 resistance. All right, so let's get into the artifacts. So again, I built her more defensive, resistance, accuracy type champion. All right, she's going to be used everywhere if you build her like this. She's just not going to give you as much damage as you might want on this type of champion. But we're going to go more of what really is good and where you can use her. All right, so ton of different. Now you can see, you're like, why the hell does he have Relentless on her? Because she is amazing in Relentless set, like amazing. If you put Relentless on any good champion in this game, they will be very good and go even better. All right, so a bunch of different stuff that could be good for her. Let's go into it. So speed sets, amazing with her. Again, if you're going to build her damagey, go crit rate, crit damage, accuracy. Now, I stopped using the accuracy set. I don't have a lot of accuracy pieces that are new anymore because I started using the perception set down here. This one has 5% more speed and 40 accuracy, which I have a ton of pieces right here because this is a very, very good set. So if you want the accuracy and speed, here's a set right there. Resilience set, very good. HP and defense for the same champion, which is awesome. Swift parry, if you have this set, use it. I don't have the best pieces. I still have to level up all these pieces, but if you have this, very good set for Arena. What else? This could be good. So immunity set, if you're not going first in PvP, plus 40 resistance. Fatal, if you're going to build her attack, build her with the Fatal set. Any speed sets like Divine Life, good. Immortal, very good. Like healing herself and extra HP. She could be a shield set if you really want her to be, but not like 21,000 HP is not bad. Like, but 1,200 defense is very, very good. Why I didn't really build her with too much attack, because she starts with only 900 on like attack type skills. It's just not a lot. Like I didn't really want to focus on that. All right, so Stalwart, great for Clan Boss if you're going to run it in Clan Boss. What else? Stun set. So she does have an AoE on a 3-turn cooldown. She gets the, not the best, but I would put stun set on anybody, honestly. Relentless set, that's kind of what we did here, which I'll explain. Immunity, great. Frost, probably not the best for Frost. You usually counterattack people or provoke people for that. What else? Lifesteal, sure. Resistance, great. And then maybe Cursed. This could be pretty cool, like putting out more debuffs. So she's going to put out the AoE decreased defense, decreased weaken, and a 75% chance of putting a 50% heal reduction. Why not, right? So this could be good if you can use it strictly for PvP or maybe even Doom Tower. Like that's actually pretty cool. Yeah. So that's basically what I would go with there. Now let's go with Relentless. Why did we pick Relentless? Well, we picked Relentless because she has a chance to go again. Anytime a person gets rezzed, she can go again. Imagine us going against an enemy team on PvP or Doom Tower. She starts off by doing this every single time. So she starts off by doing this. She now increases everybody's speed and decreases the enemy defense, right? Then if she goes again, like she procs Relentless, she puts this on their Rezer or any speed buffer or anybody. Like you literally target this and put this on any single person that you don't want to go first. Then all their skills are blocked and block buffs, right? So you put this on Siphi, Arbiter, literally anybody you don't like. And then if she gets to go again, she then can fear some random person all the way in the corner that happens to possibly get feared and not go. All that can happen before your team even goes. So she is right after Arbiter. Arbiter goes, and then she goes to debuff the team, but then she could also proc Relentless and put up a block cooldown on somebody. So that's kind of why I used her. Also, another thing, when you see her skill, look at this cooldown, 7 turns. If you happen to block revive somebody, take your turn because you then get to go, that 7 goes down to 6. She procs Relentless. It goes again. She procs Relentless. You're down to 4 turns with increased speed and probably another person to increase your turn meter or buffer, plus her mastery. She's going to increase all of her stuff anyway, right? So that is an example of extreme overload of taking that 7 turn cooldown all the way down to 5 turn, if not 4 turn cooldown, very quickly. So then your Arbiter res, right? What's her res? 5, there you go, matches the Arbiter res. So if the Arbiter reses, you take over, Relentless proc 1 or 2 times, and then boom, you're good to go. And that's every time. So if it goes or it doesn't go, next turn it can go, or next turn it can go, and then you're back to the same cooldown as Arbiter. So booyah, that is awesome. So that was my take. That's why I did Relentless. You don't have to, again, just make her tanky. Like, do whatever you gotta do, but she is awesome. So first, this is the total stats, and then we'll go over the specific stats. We got 4,000 defense, 45,000 HP, 286 speed. Again, end game build. 286 speed. This is like the best Relentless gear I have. No crit rate, no crit damage. 342 resistance. With her resistance in arena, that's 442, which is okay. And then 298 accuracy, which happens to be good for speed teams in arena, not as good as resistance teams, but it will hit almost everybody in Doom Tower with 300 resistance or accuracy. So this is kind of like an all-around build. We got a little bit of HP, defense, speed, resistance, and accuracy. So being able to do all of that is kind of hard. So if you're really going to focus on it, do defense, speed, and accuracy. You don't necessarily need resistance. It's just a buffer for PvP. And she's on my resistance team. So not needed, but good. So let's go into it. So first we got speed, resistance. Again, if you want to focus on anything else, do that. But we got accuracy, speed, resistance, speed, HP, defense. Look at that speed roll. If you've seen this shield, it's because I rotated it on literally everybody through Faction Wars, and it finally landed on Lydia because I need that speed. Like, that is amazing. Percentage. It'd be great if that was crit rate. And then 60% defense with resistance, speed maxed out, and then a little bit of substats, and then 96% resistance. So this could be more defense based. So actually, I probably would have done either HP or defense here. If I do defense, I wonder what that would be. If I go defense, that gives me an extra 600. I don't know if I have a 6-star. Just chilling out right here. 6-star? Right here. So it would give me another 746 defense on this champion if I did that. So it'd be 4,800 defense. But I'm losing, obviously, a ton of speed because of that gear. And 96 resistance. So again, it's up to you. Go defense, HP, if you want. I just went with the resistance route just because of my team. All right, but fully maxed out speed with accuracy, which is great. And then 45 speed boots. Just the fastest boots I can get with resistance. Great resistance on this. A little bit of defense, and attack doesn't really matter. Then we went defense route with defense and HP, and then defense with accuracy. So as much accuracy as you possibly can get on the neck piece. That's kind of the goal. If you're going more resistance, go a little bit of resistance. But that is kind of what you want for that. And then this, accuracy. If I can, I don't have any good accuracy banners. I have this, which could be really good for PvP, but then she loses 78 accuracy. But I use it everywhere. So if I only use in PvP, resistance. But I wish I could put that on her so bad. But we went with accuracy because I need her everywhere. So speed, defense, yeah. So that's the whole thing. Again, total stats, defense is what you're looking for, HP, speed, because you want her to go as much as possible. In Relentless, like imagine having 286 speed in Relentless gear with a speed buff. So good, so good. All right, cool. So that is my example of how to gear Lydia the Deathsiren. So guys, let me know what you thought about it. Did you guys get her? Are you hoping to get her? Are you soon to get her? Are these videos helping out with Faction Wars? Let me know what you want to see next with Faction Wars, or if you want to see more Lydia, because my next video right after this is going to be explaining everything again, but actually throwing her into some cool stuff. So guys, appreciate it. Good luck with everything, and enjoy the rest of your week.